This is a second stimulus check update for May 4th. In this video, I'm going over how much money it will give you, as well as the approximate date of when you would get it. But first, I'm David, and if you want the latest second stimulus check information, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm publishing daily videos with updates, straight to the point, no rambling. First, let's talk about this Forbes article that came out last night, Supporting Congress Grows for Monthly Stimulus Check Bill. But first, I just want to mention I'm using the term second stimulus check as an umbrella term for a lot of the different names that other people may use, like relief bill, economic impact payment. Second stimulus check is just an easier term, which I'll use for now on. So I'm going to sum up this article for you. Basically, it's talking about the monthly payments of $2,000 to Americans. It was introduced by two politicians, Tim Ryan and Ro Khanna. So they call it the Emergency Money for the People Act, and it was introduced April 14th. And it's going to give monthly checks of $2,000 to every American 16 or older making less than $130,000 a year, and married couples would get $4,000 a month making less than $260,000 a year. Then the bill would give $500 per child capped at 3 children, kind of just like the CARES Act with the first stimulus check. Since the bill was introduced April 14th, it's gained about 10 Democratic co-sponsors with 18 total all Democratic co-sponsors. And I just want to be clear, I'm an independent, I'm not a Democrat or Republican, and I see strength and weaknesses on both sides. I won't talk positively or negatively about either side, I'm just reporting the facts. With that said, there are only Democrats supporting this bill. So far, there have been no Republican co-sponsors. And in order for this bill to pass and for everyone to get their money, both sides, Republican and Democrat, would have to work together and agree on the terms before they could sign anything and everyone else gets their money. So to answer the question, when is this happening? When are we going to get a second stimulus check? If we look at the first stimulus check, the CARES Act, it was signed March 27th, and about 2 weeks later is when the first wave of people got their check. Assuming they learn from their mistakes and they'll be more efficient the second time around, if they sign something in the next week, then you could expect to get a second stimulus check beginning in May. But as I mentioned earlier, Congress is meeting today and this week to talk about it. There has been nothing signed yet, so we still don't know. Next, let's talk about Larry Kudlow. He made a statement talking about whether or not he thinks the second stimulus check or second relief bill is going to happen. Let's have a listen here.
Do you think there's going to be a phase 4 stimulus bill? And if so, should it include money for state and local governments?
Well, I don't want to get too far ahead of the story, Jake. There may well be additional legislation. There's kind of a pause period right now. We put up $3 trillion of direct federal budget assistance in one way or another. The Federal Reserve has actually put in as much as $6 trillion. So it's a huge, huge package. Let's see how it's doing as we gradually reopen the economy. We probably will have some ideas, and so we are working through that. It's going to be very difficult in the months ahead, no question. Having said that, I will note that the Congressional Budget Office and a bunch of private forecasters, Wall Street Journal surveys and so forth, are looking for a very strong second half economic rebound and suggesting that 2021 next year could be one of the fastest growth rebounds in American history or recent history. So we're trying to get from one side to the other. We're trying to get through this. We're trying to work through this. I don't want to rule in or out anything right now. We are in discussions internally and with leading members of Congress.
Right.
So this is a typical politician answer, deflecting the question, leaving you more confused when he stopped speaking compared to when he started speaking. Basically, he's not really saying anything here. He's talking about how 2021 is going to be a good year, even though we still have 7 months of 2020. And I think he's just stalling and he's being on the fence. As Congress meets today, there'll probably be a lot more news that comes out in regards to when the second stimulus check is going to happen. So as I mentioned before, if you want the latest updates, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to learn more about second stimulus checks, I have a playlist down in the description below. And to watch more stimulus updates, you could click either one of these videos over here. Stay safe, take care, and hopefully get more money soon. Thank you for watching.